My name is Faith Kashaw, and I am an international student advisor at UT Dallas. A lot of F1 students come to us asking, can you please help me review my OPT application packet? And the answer is yes, but just not all of you at one time. But don't be discouraged, because reviewing your OPT application packet is something you can easily do yourself. In this video, I will show you how. The first step is to quickly confirm that your application is complete. When assembling your packet, use the OPT application mailing instructions as a reference. This is your application, so it's your responsibility to make sure that all the required documents are included and arranged correctly. First up, page 1 of your application, Form G1145. This form is optional. However, if included, it should be the cover sheet of your application. Be sure to fill out your last name, first name, middle name if applicable, your email address, and your mobile phone number. This way, USCIS can notify you once they have received your application. Next up, page 2, your original Form I-765. This form must be an original, not a copy. If the ISSO returned your copy of the I-765 with suggested changes, review those changes and complete a new I-765. If you did not receive a copy with suggested changes, this means that you completed the form correctly. But a lot of students ask, how do I complete my Form I-765? For starters, review the instruction page on the USCIS website. Then, if you still have questions, review our tutorial video on how to complete the form. As part of your application, you also need 2 US size passport photos. Make sure that your photos are recent and that your face and shoulders are centered. Many applications are rejected because students include old pictures or pictures that are not the correct size. If desired, you can go to the comment center on campus to take your passport photo. Remember to write your full name and I-94 number on the back of both photos. Include the photos in the plastic bag provided with your I-20 and attach the bag to the upper left-hand side of your I-765. You will also need to include a check or money order for $410 made payable to the Department of Homeland Security. Not many students are happy about this, but this is the required fee to process your application. USCIS will not accept temporary checks. So if you only have temporary checks, use a money order instead. Write your I-94 number at the top of your payment and attach it to the center left side of your Form I-765. Pages 3 and 4 should be copies of the first 2 pages of your I-20. Keep the original I-20 for yourself. USCIS must receive your application within 30 days of your I-20 issuance date. So if needed, you can contact the ISSO and request a more recently issued I-20. Do not forget to hand sign the I-20 before you make a copy. Page 5 should be a copy of your valid passport ID page. This is the page that shows your photo and passport expiration date. Page 6 should be a copy of your most recent I-94. This is most likely the electronic printout version from cbp.gov. If you have the index card version of the I-94, then be sure to include a copy of the front and back side of the card. Page 7 should be a copy of your most recent F1 student visa, valid or expired. If you changed your status while in the United States, be sure to include a copy of your Form I-797 approval notice. Page 8 should be a CPT printout page from your SEVIS record. This page shows all CPT work authorizations you have had. Even if you've never participated in CPT, be sure to include this page in your application. Lastly, the final page of your application should be copies of any former EAD cards you have received. If you have never received an EAD card, this requirement does not apply to you. Congratulations! Your application packet is complete, organized, and ready to go. I know all of these requirements can be exhausting, but they're not our rules, so don't blame us, blame him. Before you send off your application, be sure to review the OPT mailing instructions one last time. Then send off your application and finally let off a big sigh of relief. Within 2 to 3 weeks of USCIS receiving your application, expect to receive a receipt notice, which will include a receipt number that you can use to track your application status on USCIS.gov. If approved, expect to receive your EAD card within 90 days of USCIS receiving your application. So good luck applying, and if you require any further assistance, you may contact us by email, phone, or by visiting the ISSO during advising hours. May the odds be ever in your favor. Whoosh!